just lazy, or money-minded, or all three at once.
I think I'm all three at once, Ryan.
You think? This is known, Khaleesi. Welcome to Tavern Talk. We are a full spoiler live talk show based on the epic fantasy series A Little Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan. Joining me as always is my brother Dan.
Hello.
And the Gleeman. Jansen the Gleeman. This is the truncated version of the Tavern Talk crew, but we are here to talk about the latest chapter in our Read React series, The Philosophy of the Wheel of Time.
Yeah. Here, let me take over, Ryan, while you look at your mic situation and make sure your correct mic is on, because you do not sound great. We are doing, this book is called The Wheel of Time of Philosophy. It has about 18 or so different essays that touch on different aspects of philosophy and relate them to the Wheel of Time. And right now we are talking about Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is called A World Without Shai'tan, The Significance of Free Will in the Wheel of Time. It is written by Dr. Kenneth Silver. Guys, Dr. Kenneth Silver is an associate professor at Trinity College Dublin. And although he has a doctorate in philosophy, he now teaches at a business school in Ireland because, quote, the wheel weaves as the wheel wills. Hi, Jansen. How are you? Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas. I'm good. How are you guys? Things are awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same, but you know.
I like the red theme we have going on, guys. I guess we all got the memo.
Guess we got the memo. That's correct. Yeah.
Now, do we assert our free will to choose red?
I think we did. It's a red kind of time of year, isn't it? Red brings out feelings of excitement, of joy, of anger, of love, of all kinds of things.
Of passion. Absolutely. If you're going to dance the lambada, you dance in a red dress.
Yes.
And yes. Dan, this cannot be like Chekhov's gun. This cannot be like Chekhov's lambada. At some point tonight.
All right.
You will do the lambada.
All right, we'll see.
The lambada.
Thank you, Ryan.
A big dance.
I don't have, this isn't a lambada hat, but it's not stuck to my head, so I'll take it off. Guys, Christmas was awesome for me, but we have sickness all through the house. Like nothing is stirring today.
Oh,
not
no.
Even, only viruses. We've had a very quiet 2 days because it's just been crummy out, and people aren't feeling that great. So I guess tis the season, right?
Tis the season.
Those
bugs are flying around. Those bugs are flying around. Yeah. Gotta stay warm and in a nice place.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. And if you're not warm, I'm sorry. Try to get warm.
Try to get
warm. Yeah. Hey, we are here to talk about free will, a subject that's often discussed in the Wheel of Time, but like this analysis by this author was really well done. Yeah, and brought up a lot of cool ideas about how our characters are engaging with free will. I thought it'd be interesting to just ask everyone right now, like in our life, not in Randland, in our lifetimes, do you feel like there is free will?
I believe it depends on what you're referring to.
Okay, so there's many definitions of free will. One of my favorite comes from a YouTuber named Alex Connor, and he says free will is the freedom to have done something different.
Yes, that is
like if you were like up to the point where you made the decision in some sort of like ulterior timeline, could you have done something different? And I think that's a very let's just start with that definition. Jansen, it feels like you feel like you have free will.
I have free will in small things, and there's so many ways I can revert this back to the Wheel of Time. Like when Loyal asks Rand their first meeting, do you know what, the pattern is and Tomorrow Island and all those things? And Rand said, yeah, if I wanted to be a farmer and move to a new field, that's a small change in the pattern. But if I wanted to be a king, that's a different change in the pattern that he didn't have any control over. So, yeah, I have control and free will in small things like whether or not I want to drive or walk to the grocery store today, but I don't have free will in whether or not I want to feed all the hungry,
I would even take it on a more micro level. I think that we are controlled by our brain, by our bodies, by our things. So mostly we do not have control. We sleep, we have to eat. We have control on if we eat, when we eat, like within a certain little time frame. But these are just minor variations in the long stream of things. We are destined to eat every day. We are just right. If I have cancer, then I'm not hungry anymore, and that is a symptom of what is going on. If I have multiple personality disorders, then my free will then maybe is also questioned. So I think that free will is a dodgy thing. Yeah, we can choose to put on white or black socks. But I think it's kind of limited to little things like that. I think on the big scale, I mean, so many things are involuntary in our lives. We have a heartbeat,
Yes.
We have lungs, we have reflexes. We get up and we stand and we walk and we don't think about walking. We just do it. And all these things, are almost involuntary.
But what's interesting is, though, when you compare the real world, our world, to Ranland, one huge difference is that they, for certain sure, know that there's going to be a loop, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they know that no matter how many times it takes to get to one point, they're going to be back at that point one time.
And so you make this good point, and we talked about this last week, right, with Nietzsche. And so when we have this wheel, this life, there was a Latin phrase, I don't remember what it is, but as far as the life that turns and continue, it is the eternal reoccurrence.
The eternal return. Yeah, exactly.
The amor fati. Is to love fate, like love your fate, but with there we have where the philosophy is you come back and everything is the same, right? So it's a thought experiment so that you make sure that the decisions you make are ones that you are going to have wanted to make in the future to a certain degree.
Well, also,
is this wheel the same wheel though?
It is, but there's also the elephant in the room.
Okay.
The elephant in the room is religion. It's always back here whenever we're talking about the Wheel of Time, and everyone knows it. You hear that little whisper of like religion, but here's the beauty of the beauty of the Wheel of Time and Ranland and everything is one of the huge reasons for religion in the first place is the unknown. And having faith in what you believe in the unknown.
Yeah.
It's the only reason for religion.
In the Wheel of Time, they have like concrete proof of what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They have proof. They have people like Bergena who have walked the earth and told them. They have, people who have seen and know that there's something else.
But like go bigger though, like Robert Jordan said, there are no churches because the nature of good and evil is self-evident, quote unquote, self-evident, which means everyone sees this. Like they don't have to meet Brigida. you know what I'm saying? Like, we as readers know that there's these exceptions, but like literally everyone knows that there's a wheel, there's the dark one, right? The pattern, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows.
How none of that makes sense to me. I still can't wrap my brain around that.
Well, that's because we're talking about a fictional circumstance.
You're right, but
theoretically fictitious.
also,
We don't know. We don't know
Well,
what happens.
that's another thing.
before us and
Well,
after us,
that's
right?
true. It cannot be disproven that we are in a loop. It can't be, we don't know that. We don't know that we're not, like I mean, it can I like I said, I was reading somewhere, I think I said this last week even, that it's harder to like prove that we're not in a it's harder to disprove that we're in a simulation than to prove that we are.
Well,
all right, I just want to
let's
say
take this
real quick, Dan.
Oh.
Let's say hi to Nick Hornberger, 2131.
Oh, I'm sorry, your knee hurts, bro. Nick.
I know. Do you have
Let's
pneumonia?
start 2026 with a brand new knee, bro.
Yeah, I hope it's rock solid.
Let's talk. All right, let's talk on the big level here in regards to Rand, because he mostly speaks about his confrontation with the Dark One, and he talks a little bit about prophecy and about fate itself, right? And this is what always hangs me up, and why I can't jump on Ryan and Josh's side as far as free will is involved, because of these existing prophecies or visions that have related to these people. So, for instance, with Rand, we had a vision of him on the pyre. We had I think men saw something that related to Moradin, right? Wasn't there like two people and it becomes one, or she saw something? But anyways, when you're dealing with something that is fact, as you had alluded to, Jansen, and also the fact that you have prophecies where things happen. Rand was born on Dragon Mountain, whether he wanted to or not. He did break this stone of tear. He did pull Kalendor. He did do these things. So where is the free will for Rand, especially when we say that he chose to capture the Dark One instead of just destroying him?
Well, that's
did
the
he
reason
have
why I
that
said
option, honestly? And B, go ahead.
It's all about the perspective of it. And this goes to Tam, telling him, you might not have the choice in what you're physically doing, but you do have a choice in why you do it. So whether or not, that was the entire point of the entire series, for him to hear that from Tam. So, going along those lines, it's like, well, free will, yeah, I know that I'm going to put myself through this, but all those other times I did it for a different reason. This time I'm doing it for them, like not for me, not for my arrogance, not for my,
I know, but like if the choice on a like a metaphysical level, we make choices and then there are outcomes. The reasons for our choices are fucking meaningless. They're just
right. He could have done it because he didn't like her shoes, but the outcome would be the same.
Yeah, the outcome's the same. He chose the same choice that kept happening, whether or not he thought he was doing it for a different reason.
Well, would the outcome have been the same?
Well, if you believe in this eternal wheel, then yes, the outcome had to be the same.
Well,
and will be the same to the next time. And will be the same.
Then why did Cerelia and Katsuin try so hard to get Rand to cry again?
Because they were working on the why. But
that's a great way to put it. Yeah, they're working on the why. Yeah.
I think all this stuff would have happened regardless. I think it would have, whether there was the little instrumentations that tweaked him to do whatever, but if he was faced with this choice every single time he would do the same thing. And this time we know it's for love, and maybe it's not for love next time. Maybe, but it probably is. But it doesn't
But
matter.
then,
The
then,
action
then,
is
then
the
it-
same. It's all that matters is just like Tam says. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it, but it's why you do it that matters. And so, with different ages with the dragon, that might be very well the case.
But let me ask you a question, because you're
uh-huh.
saying because the why, I'm going to give you another reason why matters. So what if Rand wouldn't have made it to the last battle?
I don't think that was an option.
Why not?
I think the pattern needed him to be there. I think because the dragon always is there. The dragon always is there. So there was no option. It was like Matt's luck. There was no option for Rand.
All of the rulers of the Borderlands came to Far Madding to test him for that reason. What if he would have failed that test?
What if he didn't catch the knife thrown at his face?
He couldn't have. His severeness in the fact that he is part of this pattern, he is prophesized to do certain things, means that whatever he eventually did would have worked out. It all would have done. It all would have.
Brother Dan, I believe you. I believe you up until a point, and the point is when he literally steps outside of the pattern, which in my belief system, although I have nothing to back it up, is the only time that a dragon has done that. And he pulls the fucking Dark One outside of the pattern and looks at him for the first time. That's right. That's what I believe it happened. I don't believe this has ever happened before. And Rand explained it like, oh, why am I different? Because I was raised different. And we can go into the whole Tam theory, but like Tam being the father of the year.
But
like,
why would it be different though, Ryan? Why
would it? Because I believe at that moment, I believe at that moment he became Godhead.
No.
He was a God figure, and he made the choice. He made an actual, real life choice to keep.
But he couldn't have made another choice.
No, I believe he could have. I believe he could have. I believe he could have squashed that fucking Dark One.
And how is this wheel? How is the wheel turned?
No, because the wheel, the Dark One's not dependent on the wheel. The wheel's always turning. The Dark One doesn't have to be there.
This. There's little different changes, but everything happens as it happens.
The wheel's different than the Dark
One. This is how the Third Age always.
So happens, I'm not going to say that this is a fact or that this is true or that I even believe this, but I have thought about this for the past 30 seconds of you guys talking, and I think I have enough evidence to at least make a theory that Rand is year one. Rand is the beginning.
Yes.
So that being said, everything does fold up in on itself into a full circle, meaning Rand is the creator.
Rand's someone reborn, though.
Yeah, but that's just but it all goes back to the beginning, right? He's year one.
No, at the point where he is facing the Dark One, he is equivalent.
He's doing things that no one else did, just like you said.
Yes, absolutely.
He's looking at them like he is. It's equal, talking to it like they are equals. And he puts them back in his prison for the first time again, meaning that Rand is the creator, that he started it all over again, and this is the beginning, which makes perfect sense for Beginner to be there.
So I don't know. Okay, so I don't know how I'm going to take it that far. I
don't agree with that, but I like it.
The question that remains with me, okay, so if he chooses to continue this, here's my question: is he continuing to allow a delusion to continue? I think when he thinks about all of his motivations for not killing the Dark One, he's like, oh, I do it for Swan, who is, I do it for this person, I do it for them, and he's kind of really focusing on these people's accomplishments and stuff, but it's like, oh, and so it almost feels like he thinks he's creating a world of free will, but I believe he's not. I believe he's just like letting the pattern continue to create this predetermined world where
which he had no choice to do.
And I believe that Rand made a huge mistake.
Well, that's
out of love, but like again, like
he's.
I know.
The more and more I think about it now, the more and more it is. He's the creator. He gave everyone the choice and said, "Here, let you go. I'm letting you go."
Well,
he'll be back again. He'll be back again at the beginning.
Why didn't he keep his original creation then? Why was the creator's creation corrupted when Rand was battling the Dark One? Why was what he said? And by the way, I think that Rand's world was awesome. There were no locks. Everyone, like the Aes Sedai, were making medicines and stuff, making food. You had Avienda had dropped her spears and was babysitting kids and singing to trees. And Rand was like, "Oh no, this is gross. Avienda would never babysit someone else's kids," and went away. But he was only there for like 5 minutes. He was seeing just the first generation of this thing, and I think that this was the world that I'm disappointed he did not pick the awesome world where everyone freaking babysat each other's kids and sang to trees.
But what if one person didn't like it?
What? Well, hey, then make your own. Go to Tree Malking, you weirdo. I mean, so here's the thing. It's like I would think that like a generation or two, generation or three, like the IO changed. Why wouldn't these people have changed and gotten adapted and not been all? They weren't corrupted by like they weren't turned. They weren't like the people in the Black Tower who were like, "Hey man, everything's great now. Come talk to Imhale." No, these people were like, they were fine. They had a really good life, like the best life. What the fuck?
Huh.
And so I think, but that wasn't an option either. He could not have done that. Nothing was an option except for the way it was going to happen. And let's talk about prophecy. So I know I mentioned it before, but this is a real stickler for me. If things are destined to happen and they happen, then how do you have any choice in the matter otherwise?
According to Landfair, it can be changed.
Well, Landfair is wrong because if she's like, hey, if Min says someone's going to get pregnant, if they're going to get married and get pregnant, sure as shit, that's going to happen. There's nothing that these people can do.
True that. But can't prophecies be interpreted differently too? Like
the fact that we have true prophecies, though, sure, we could be wrong about them, but the fact that prophecies exist and are true if you know what they are saying, hence Dragon Mount, birth, hence there's a lot of things that were prophesized that he fulfilled. He didn't even know he did.
I mean, the dark prophecies,
bleeding on the freaking rocks of Shai'tan Ghul was even a part of that. I mean, this was all prophesized, guys. Even his wound.
The dark prophecies said that Perrin was supposed to die too, right?
He may as well have. Well, no, the dark prophecy. It was okay.
I don't remember that, but
this is the only prophecies that are suspect, though.
Moradin let Grendel read the books, and remember, he said, "We know their prophecies, but they'll never know all of ours."
So, yeah. But we don't know what the dark prophecies are, and we know that they are sometimes wrong. The Shai'tan one was wrong, right? It was corrupted by a dark friend.
Well,
but foretellings and visions are never wrong.
Yeah, they were wrong or right depending on how you read them. Because it's like, remember, Moraine had a completely different view of how the prophecies were supposed to be laid out than they actually were, and than the one that Rand had. Because she was going to try, just like the prophecy said, to put the three spears together, thinking that they were Tyr, Ilian, and Andor.
Andor, yeah, but we're missing the forest for the trees. I'm saying that the fact that there was prophecy that had three spears that needed to be and happened means that all this stuff was bound to be happen. And whether you can figure out the text or not, it doesn't dispute the fact that the prophecy does exist. The prophecy exists with Rand. We have visions from men of him on a pyre with three women. We had a vision of him with another guy, like their bodies merging or some shit. I remember I wish Chad could help me with that. I wish Josh was here too, because I think he remembers this stuff. But how do we reconcile that then with if something is prophesized that is always going to happen? And then it happens. How do we say that there's any choice involved?
I don't know that you do.
So Dan, this brings up a good point. So let's get back to the text. He has what I feel like to be the most controversial statements. He talks about Tavern, and he says the characters may not choose to be Tavern. They may even resent it. Nevertheless, those that are Tavern do not seem less free. On the contrary, Tavern seem freer than most people. It's not just that those that are Tavern get to do many interesting things that regular people in largely agricultural and pre-industrial societies will not get to do. No, Tavern often warp the fates and wills of people in the vicinity, and the choices reverberate throughout the pattern. If anything, Tavern is a state that is freedom affirming.
Yeah, now, I thought that was a weird phrase.
Yeah, so I see this as exactly the opposite. Oh, let's just talk to chat real quick. Jonathan Watson, what is happening?
Hi, Jonathan Watson.
What you're saying is one of the highest level philosophical discussions of a fantasy text that you've ever encountered. And if you just take some time, you're going to go to love us. We have Nicole Rodan Hensler, 39. And I think someone had a vaguely Adolf Hitler name earlier. I'm not going to bring them up, but yeah, like, hey, yeah, thank you, man.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah.
So we're talking about reincarnation, and if the wheel is the exact same every single time, then where is choice? Just to bring you up to speed. So with this, do you guys see a problem with free choice especially with Taverns? Because he does mention that he's like, oh yeah, Matt feels a tug. That's true, right? But
they both do. Perrin does as well,
right?
They both do. I think that I think that they have more things pushing them in the pattern than towards what the pattern wants to help it move back to the way it wants to go. So yeah, I think the people with the most free will are the Dark Friends.
Oh shit.
That's interesting.
Like Lanfear goes crazy, or even Erengar. They do what they want. Samurhog, they defy every thing that people are supposed to, because everyone has those sets of rules of how to live that they defy.
Yeah. Jansen, can you try to center in the camera a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's your beautiful face. Thank you. So I think that is interesting. I think that in my personal opinion, Dark Friends are just a product of everything else. Everyone else has don't have much free will. They have signed themselves off, so they have even less free will. So I don't necessarily pick up what you're dropping, but I think that the Dark Friend situation is interesting if we're talking about pattern stuff, because the pattern, I mean, does the pattern want Dark Friends? Are there Dark Friend Tavern?
Well, I don't think the pattern does want Dark Friends because it produced 3 extremely strong ones with the purpose, no other purpose than to counter them. Right?
Yeah. So, but the pattern wants balance. The pattern agrees to keep the dark one alive, right? Or does the pattern not give 2 fucks about that?
It's balance. Remember, it's not the pattern's not. It's balance. So if there are good things, there's going to be bad things. Good. The pattern's not good or bad. So it's going to be just as many bad things as good things.
No, I think I think the pattern is more like self fuck it, like mending, like it's like it's only concerned with keeping shit going.
Well, to even press it,
there's no good or will, and it's just like it needs to keep the whole system going. It's like an operating system, like fighting viruses and shit.
So exactly. So what would the pattern produce if it knew that somehow after 5,000 years or whatever, 13 of the strongest channelers who are all evil were about to come back into the world? It might produce 3 Tavern, and one of them being the Dragon Reborn. To counter.
Yeah. Like at the ultimate moment, it needed. Dude, let's just say I had a fucking DT. We haven't seen DT in over probably 3 fucking years.
Oh my
DT
gosh,
in the house.
Yeah.
So like the fact that there are 3 Tavern, like, and their powers, like threaded into the pattern, like just shows that like the pattern knew that the forces of like darkness were nigh, right? Like it was the right time to drop them in, have them be born, live their lives.
And like what was the chapter? I think it's called like Legends. When Matt is about, after Hender's tap and Matt is about to go take his army into the village of Trustair, I believe it's called, and Varen walks in and tells them that, do you know that if it weren't for Randolph Thor, you'd be the strongest Tavern that's ever been walked the earth? Like, that's how strong him and Perrin were. They were like, we talk about like the Aes Sedai and the Asherman being like walking like nuclear bombs. Perrin, Rand, and Matt were walking nuclear bombs as well in a different way.
Jansen, like lay it down right now. Are Tavern more free or less free? Are they the most free or the least free?
Let me also bring up that there were prophecies about them as well.
I think they're the least free.
All right, so that's fascinating. So that's kind of in my vision of how this works. I feel like if you were to like have like a topographical map of all our characters, the Tavern moving around on like Randland on the map, there'd be like seismographic circles, right, that like extend from them, and that would be like
Josh. I'm sorry. Go on.
That would be like the Tavern like pull that they say that it just like, but it's like literally like follows them around. If Rand jumps to another city, all of a sudden like people who are normally just doing their thing, like the pattern doesn't care about what they're fucking doing. They're like eating chickens, beating their kids, and all of a sudden like boom, Rand pops in, and all of a sudden they're fucking marrying an old dude. Right, and they're falling, or they're falling off of buildings. Like, so it feels to me like Tavern is like a hub of free will-lessness.
But so no.
Right.
The way Josh has it is that the Tavern move and the pattern adapts. So the Tavern are the only ones that have this free will, according to him. If he was here, I think. But that everyone else around him and stuff are affected by whatever decisions they choose to make, which I disagree with. I think
I
that.
do too.
And again, we're talking about prophecies. I think that there was no choice but for Perrin to adapt his wolf behavior because the Wolf King was prophesized. I think the Son of Battles had to go to the Tower of Genji and be at the last battle because he was prophesized. I think,
bro. What about this? What about all right? So what if Rand never? So there's
I'm being
also
so solid right now. By the way,
Robert Jordan was very careful to make us aware that Rand knew the prophecies, right?
Yes.
So very few of the things that he did not know was a prophecy before he fucking did it, right? So the idea that he the whole self-fulfilling prophecy is here in the room. He knew he needed to do this. If he never did all the steps, I still wonder if he would have just ended up at the last battle doing the same shit.
Well, there were some prophecies he fulfilled he never read about, he didn't know. Like the sea folk.
Tell me.
The sea folk, the Cormor, he didn't know about them. In fact, they go as far in the books to show that Nynaeve and Elaine and Egwene hid that from him until around book 7.
Also, the Northern Lords.
But how
instrumental that was a prophecy.
Yeah, fuck the sea folk. I wish they were never
the Northern Lords.
No, all right, so yeah, fuck yeah, so sea folk, was that instrumental? Was that instructive?
It was behind the scenes.
His actions when he's with the Dark One. No, it wasn't at all.
He also did not know about all of the prophecies of the Aiel until he was told by Amis that everything, until when he asked, what am I supposed to do?
Wasn't him bringing rain to Ridian prophesized?
Could Moraine have known the prophecies and just not told him and just watched, instructed him to and let him?
Moraine showed. They wrote in how shocked she was at some of the things that she found out in the waste. So she I
don't fucking hate. I know. Fuck you. Yes, you're right. Yeah. So Jonathan Watson, you have an awkward name, but I love you.
It doesn't roll off the face.
No.
No, I guess it does. Jonathan Watson.
I'll figure out. Yeah, 3 more comments that are fun. I'll give you a pet name. J-Dubs. Yeah.
J-Dub, I'm with you.
All right, Jansen, you were pontificating.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I love how your camera is following your head.
Are you with me that the wheel could never be broken, even if Rand thinks he could have?
No. All right.
I don't think he can.
Ryan says no. What do you say, Jan?
I say no, because I think it's at the beginning, and I even have more evidence now.
No. Okay, no, I agree. I disagree with that. I say no, but I think I'm saying no to the wrong thing. I say no.
Could Rand break the wheel? Yes or no?
Yes, he could have. No. Of all the times that we've ever read the series, this could have happened. Yes, Rand transcended to a level where this could have happened. Absolutely.
Oh, could Rand have done it? Yes, but would Rand have ever done it? No, and I don't think
that's a different question. Question. Yeah,
I don't think that he could ever. I don't think he was powerful enough to do it. He thinks that he probably could have, but I don't think he's right. But I don't think that I don't think that was ever an option. Again, the wheel dictates everything. You can
no. The wheel fucking threads human lives in the
No,
pattern.
that's the pattern. The wheel just keeps on.
Wheels,
like
the wheels, and the
Brown bag.
wheels.
Rolling down the river.
No, all right, fine. All right.
The wheel just keeps going. So the wheel is
Rapunzel,
existence
Rapunzel's
itself.
onto
Rand
something
could
here.
not have ended existence. Rand was not a god. Rand was stronger than the Dark One, but the Dark One we know is nothing compared to the Creator. Rand was not the Creator. The Creator was way higher than Rand.
And you fucking hate Tam. You're like denying my Tam theory. You're like slapping my Tam theory in the face. No,
I'm saying
Tam,
that
Tam,
gave it for
father
him there,
father of the millennium.
all would have happened regardless.
Fuck you. No,
the pattern needed Tam to talk to Rand.
Bullshit.
The pattern needed Tam to talk to Rand, and that helped him. But no, he would have got there one way or another.
No.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Then why even read this fucking book?
Yeah.
Why are we reading this book? Dan, there's nothing special about this book. It's just a story. One of many. It's just a story. That's bullshit. No. Tam fucking helped Rand transcend to the ability to step outside of the fucking pattern. We don't even talk about this. He stepped outside the pattern. Pull the Dark One out.
This was a false world. These were all false. These were all things that he was. There was no Rand. There was no pattern. He was. It was all.
Now you're going there.
Mind.
You're just like. It was just a psychedelic trip.
Yes, he stood there just staring. Ryan, you can see him. He was just staring.
No. Oh,
I
shit.
see. Like I see you now.
Nope.
Okay.
No, Jansen. So like we have
bail us out, Jansen.
Tiebreaker. So like let's lay it out. What are we asking you? Did Rand at the moment when he encountered the Dark One, was he enacting free will, or was he fulfilling a patterned like response?
If you're, I do believe Rand. If Rand had the power to end it all, but I don't think he would have. I think I don't think he would have. I don't think he could have.
Wait, he was outside the pattern. He was outside the pattern watching. Like, that's God shit.
I think he had to be outside the pattern because he was starting the mantle and taking the mantle of the Creator. And I think to do that, to become the Creator, you had to step outside of the pattern, which explains his power afterwards, which explains so much, which explains why all of the old things that come back from so far long ago that the wolves can't think it's from the first day, and they're back. All these things say, and they say that this is the beginning again. And I think that, however long it takes for the beginning to come back, whether it's 20,000 years or whatever, I think that this is how you get the circularity. I think this is how it begins. I think we saw the actual, because they said it's the last battle.
No, bro. I'm so down with this. I'm so stoked with you. Like, giving Rand that power to be a creationist.
He becomes the creator.
But also like, okay, if this is the first, is it by choice or is it by design? That's the fucking question. Could Rand have made a different choice?
I don't think. No. You know why? Because even Rand said it after Flicker or whatever. In a million lives, in a billion times, I never made that choice. So even he told us. No.
But that was different. That was to join the Dark One. He never joined the dark side. This is he is like, at the moment he could, like, I'm going to destroy the Dark One and live without him.
The very
I'm saying
fact
it wasn't a true option.
Yeah, I don't think it's an option. I don't think it's an option.
God, fucking please, both.
It wasn't an option. The Dark One
Because-
had to live. He could not. He could
Yeah,
not kill the
I
Dark
think
One. He
that-
could not break the wheel. Wait, Ryan. Let's look at the. He knows this thing as a wheel and a pattern. And when we apparently see him go outside, what does he see? A rainbow pattern. What? Oh, so I guess they were true. Or is this just what he's envisioning? This is his mind frame. We don't see this from the Dark One. We see this from
Come
Rand.
on!
This is from his peasant point of view that he's seeing.
So
and
you're
he's like,
you're
oh,
giving
there's
me
no way he could
unreliable
break this.
narrator.
He didn't have the time. He didn't have the whole world in his hand. He couldn't. He like when he's like, oh, look at this, and did the Google Earth and just like zoomed into Egwin or whatever. He could not have just closed his fist and killed the Earth. That was not an option. He thinks it may have been, but that was not an option because that's not what the dragon does. He has no choice in the matter. He can think about different choices. He can consider shit, but from point A to point B might do little squiggles, but it starts at the same source and ends in the same ocean. You know, that's what Rand is, just a river. All right.
Well, I mean, so that makes for like literally a super boring series. That sucks.
I mean,
that sucks. Like, yeah,
this
like,
is
oh,
the
yeah.
bummer of having a win. This is the bummer of that life.
No, there's a reason. This is a special narrative. There's a reason we're fucking reading this story. It's because of Rand at the end making the choice to continue this fucking predetermined world. He's just like out of love for his fellow man. But I believe he could have fucking squashed that Dark One like a grape.
No, this shouldn't make you hate the books. I mean, this is no. Because,
I know, yeah, Dan.
But
yes,
it's always
yes,
drama
it does.
filled.
Yes,
It's always a struggle. It's always, but the end result is always going to happen. But the wheel takes so long to happen that when you get there, you just don't know. And it's like, oh shit, is he going to do it? Yeah, he does it. Oh, shoo, he did it again.
No, there are no stakes. No stakes. That's so dumb. That's a dumb, like, he spent 20 plus years of his life writing this story.
Ryan, welcome to life. Yeah, you think you're important, and guess what? It all...
Yeah,
and
welcome
then you
to
just
life.
become some dude who's handsome and taller than you and had dark hair.
That's me to you, Dan. Sorry. Thanks for like exposing it. I'm 6'7". You're a palsy 6'4".
What'd you say?
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, like,
so let's. I guess I still haven't received true resolution as far as prophecies. The fact that like Perrin and Matt and I think maybe even Egwin, was Egwin prophesized about? There's foretellings, there's visions. We know we know that Min had a vision that involved Egwin turning into crystals.
No.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hey, someone help me.
Question.
Someone in chat where like she explodes in fire and then there's crystals or something. There is a vision. There's something Min says about. So even that was freaking that always happens. How can we not say it always happens if the future is dictated? Prophecy. Dan,
if you
so let's address that. Yeah.
Bro, if you prophesize one turning of the wheel, doesn't mean it always fucking happens. That's a leap you're making.
Why wouldn't it though? Why wouldn't it?
Well, explain why it would. So Min prophesied what's happening
the wheel
in this turning of the wheel.
The wheel is more. It doesn't have much variation. It's like a pattern wheel that it's like, all right, chung, 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 and it's pressing into clay. It's the whole thing is the same when the same wheel thing kind of comes around again.
All right.
It's a stamp. It's a stamp on wet clay.
Hey, JW was my friend, but now he's my enemy.
Thank you. Thank you, J-Dub.
All right. So, can we just all agree that this is an amazing piece of fiction that we could all argue about?
Right. I'm not ruining anything for anyone.
What I love about this is this is not due to like deficiencies in the narrative. This is built in. These arguments are built in. These are not explained in any way. And the fact that we're arguing these, this is valid shit. Like none of this is clear. Dan, you argue like very vociferously, and you're like but like none of this is laid out.
Yeah, none of it is.
None of it, and so, like I still believe like Rand, like my personal belief system is that Rand was like, okay, I'm gonna continue this system so that people can make choices and do better. But he's literally just reinventing a predetermined system, which is fine.
Why would Rand have the option of changing things? Like if the wheel is a pattern, let's look at like the term.
He could have fucking killed the Dark One. The Dark One was like a speck. He could have squashed like a fucking.
The Dark One even gave. Oh my God! I even have more evidence now that he's the creator. The Dark One gave him a choice. Rand did create everything the way that he wanted because he had to give everyone the option. He didn't want to create it the way that he wanted. He saw it himself, what it was like. He saw the life draining out of people.
Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about that. Was that at all influenced by the Dark One, or is that like truly his vision? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's interacting with the Dark. Like we're all like, oh, he's the father of lies, and also like he's interacting with the Dark One, and then the father of fucking lies is like, yeah, hey, bro, that's what life would be like without me, and we're supposed to fucking believe him.
So you know
what I'm saying? Like,
I get it, but he's right. If this is remember, he also said, if this is the way you want it, go ahead by all means. And Rand was like, what did you do? And he's like, I didn't do anything. That was you.
I know, but he's the father of lies.
Well, yeah.
I've always wondered if that's like, did he just have a real vision that he created, or did he just believe he created it?
Well, we know that he's as buried as he's going to ever be right now. And that over the next, I don't know how many millennia, he's going to seep back out. And he'll get worse and worse and worse. But for a time, they're about to have, a new kind of like life. The Dark One will still be there. There'll still be bad choices and bad people. But, Rand created a world that he pretty much left alone, and he gets to live, and he gets to enjoy things.
That's fascinating. I actually believe that Rand he had the ability to create a world, and he chose not to. I think this is all like,
he knew that he was going to be able to live in the world that he was creating, though.
There's that, and that's selfish. But like this idea that like the life without the Dark One, Dan has a point. Like, yeah, like Rand didn't like it. Oh yeah, Avian is babysitting children. Avian is fucking babysitting kids, singing to children, singing to trees. What is wrong with that? Like Rand's like, oh no, this is different. I don't like it. But maybe, in fact, it could have been amazing. Maybe that little kid stealing fruit should have been shot in the head. Right? Mm-hmm. Like Rand just made these assumptions about his visions and then made a choice after that, but also like like Dan says, like that vision is almost way more preferable than actual real life, where we're all like hurting each other.
So are you saying so in a perfect world, are there some emotions that people shouldn't have?
No, I think that
like jealousy and a murderous rage, and yeah, I would say certain things. Yeah, what we saw was a land without jealousy. I thought without. Go ahead.
Fuck it. When you talk about emotions, though, like, should we not have emotions? Like, emotions are not who we are. Our emotions are physical and mental, like reactions to our environment. But our thoughts are different than our emotions. Just so we should. I feel like I want to murder my fucking dogs when they poop in the house.
Because I mean, I feel like we're telling Robert Jordan, we're like saying, well, you know, we think that the utopia that you created should be better than the one that you created. Because what we're talking about can never be in the real world, right? Never. So what we're talking about is this fictitious world, this utopia that we don't like.
Bro. But what we know, like all the prophecies from Avienda and shit, is like Rand leaves a world fraught with fucking war and tumult and like maybe like entire civilizations being like wiped out. Like that's like, did Rand fucking win?
But Rand didn't leave.
No, he didn't win. He just. I'm sorry.
And he didn't leave.
It's like Biden didn't fucking do anything about the fucking Epstein files.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on.
But Biden also didn't make the Biden's peace.
The Biden's peace. That's amazing.
We didn't get that. So
it is tough to think that Rand could have created really a joyful experience for all humans and chose and figured that the status quo was better.
No war,
no locks on doors, no violence, no nothing but just raising people's kids and like a progressive communist society that everyone was just like joyous and singing to trees to make them grow and stuff. This sounded like a pretty good existence for someone who is part of the way of the Leaf.
It sounded like the fucking
it sounds ideal. So why? But he saw this thing that it was like, oh, it looks like the Black Tower, like you got turned. Oh, I saw this thing, and he was there for like 5 fucking minutes, Jansen, and bolted. He didn't give any consideration that he's like, oh, I'm seeing you ran for the first time, and I don't know how long. Maybe you look different. There's all kinds of factors that Rand didn't really consider, and he's just like, "Oh no, this is bad because Avienda's babysitting kids." And
so, should the Heroes of the Horn be disbanded?
The Heroes of the Horn,
yes.
Well, in my view, that Rand could not have made that.
In a perfect world, in that perfect world, there's no conflict or anything for them for glory to achieve.
Right. You would call the Heroes of the Horn like to DJ your party.
Yeah. So again, this world that you're making, this perfect world, traps a lot of people into being the way that we or they want them to be.
Well, Jansen, am I wrong in saying that this world could not have existed ever? Rand did not have the power to make this world? I think this isn't part of the pattern plan. This isn't.
I think Rand had the power to make this world.
Oh, interesting. I don't think so.
I think that when Rand plucked the Dark One into
his hand,
he could have squeezed him dead.
Hey, well done, John.
And
J-Dub, well
because
done, my man. I love you.
and because he transformed, he ascended into the being that he did ascend to, he became the new creator and started the cycle all over again. So I
Yes,
think I think that the creator, just being called the creator, says that you have a choice.
Well,
so question. So Jansen, was that the morally correct choice?
I love all this.
Knowing everything we know about post fucking story, like, is that the morally correct choice?
If I were to poll the Denzians of Ranland, I believe that the correct answer is yes. He did do the right thing. He gave
Do the
people.
Aiel think he did the right thing?
I think that the Aiel should be very, very lucky that they were not all wiped out, because they continued and continued and continued to owe tow to so many people.
Okay, so it seems like you both think that Rand did have free will when battling the Dark One. He was not restricted in any way through the prophecies or through tradition or through the wheel itself. That he was unique himself, stepped outside of the pattern, which is something that this has never happened, and yet still chose the same result to keep the wheel turning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's why this series will forever like haunt me, because this is how I see it. Like, it's like everybody, like, Rand is deceived. Rand thinks he's creating like a space for change and choice, and he's not. And he just like, he's seeing like the human element of everyone's like lives. And he's like, I'm doing it for Swan, I'm doing it for Egwene, I'm doing it for this, but he's just like sadly putting this whole thing into ad infinitum when he had a chance. Like, for once in all of millennia, he could have changed the fate of life, and he didn't. He was just like, all right, status quo. And I think that's a fascinating way to like end a book and the whole series. But that's exactly how I see it. Like, he believes he has free will, he doesn't. He believes everyone has free wills, they don't. And he just let it keep going. The hamster wheel is still going.
So would making it not go be in his best interest?
And
again, I don't
Rand's
think he even had that
interest?
choice.
Yeah.
I think he was wrong.
Well, if he made it like that, if he made it like
is
that,
heavier than a mountain. I think
would he ever be born again? Even
I don't. Well, I mean, if everything changes, it's not needed.
Yeah.
Right. Like, if he just like literally like altered all of existence.
I mean, it's to my knowledge that the majority of the people who live in Randland want to be born again.
Well, I want to be. Like, I want. That sounds amazing.
Okay.
Like, I've like.
So why would they do anything?
Loser, like,
why would they do anything to jeopardize that?
Why would Rand?
Anybody.
Without the dark about Rand, though. We're talking about Rand holding.
I know, but without the Dark One, without any of the conflict, without any of the things that made people, hunters of, made people heroes of the Horn, that connected people with Tel'aran'rhiod, which I think might possibly be the strongest power in the entire books.
Yeah, I hear that.
Why?
Yeah.
Or the Eowyn, go on.
This circularity that we have that keeps the wheel moving. If we broke any part of it, the wheel wouldn't turn the same way anymore.
We're looking at the wheel as if it's a physical object, which it isn't. It is the universe. It is at its inertia, its gravity, its forces of nature. This is the wheel isn't a physical wooden structure that you can throw rocks at and break it. Rand could not. So if Rand had, would he have ended like the Ogier planet? Would he have ended the Aelfin planet? Would he have ended
All
Tel'aran'rhiod?
All things.
None of this. He has no dominion over that. I think he didn't have any dominion.
Why do you think the Ogier stayed? They stayed
because they had no choice.
No, they knew. They knew.
This is what happens when you're Tavernus.
Yeah, the Ogier stayed.
It's a circular thing, and I'm sorry if I'm being obstinate. I really do think that, like,
talking about the Dark One, the Dark One affected all worlds. Even talking about him in Sindal created an effect where you could die. So, it was...
the Ogier had no choice but to fight. They were going to go through their thing, and they were going to choose to fight because that's what happens. There is no choice. It seems dramatic at the time, but it's all inevitable. And it's cool. It's fine. Life is cool. It's a cool story. I'm not diminishing anything. But when we think of a wheel and we think of prophecy and stuff, we go, well, okay, yeah. I guess this is gonna happen. And that's fine.
All right, that's a good question. He did seal him back outside of the pattern, right? So we're good for 6 days.
Yes.
What does that mean to seal him outside of the pattern?
Well, he was sealed outside the pattern. He couldn't directly touch it. He could still affect people, but he couldn't directly put his hand on the world again, like when he did before the War of Power, where crazy. In fact, that might have been the most insane time in the world, where they were creating. They had games where pieces were actually human lives, and they had like cities that were being run by Forsaken and torture and fighting and just a crazy time in the world. So when the Dark One was able to touch the world started going crazy. But now that he has sealed him up again, it's all of that's going to dissipate to milder, I believe, actions of things until it builds up again.
Do we agree that the dragon has sealed the Dark One back into his prison in prior turnings of this wheel?
I think that through all of the books, we hear the prayer that they say that the Dark One and all the Forsaken are all locked away in Shao Ghul, locked away since the Creator locked them away.
Yeah.
I believe that we're at that point again. That's where we're at, yes.
And so someone will eventually free the Dark One, and the dragon will have the choice to either seal him or destroy him again and again and again, and will choose to seal him, or at least at the point that Rand becomes a creator again. That's what's happened, and he chose the same thing. How is it different then in the next turning? Why is this different?
See, I think the last creator was Nakomi. And I think that in 20,000...
Okay.
And I think
love.
in 20,000 years or whenever, we'll see Rand and maybe Teleran Riyadh or maybe on the Isle or somewhere, talking to someone else about a choice that they might need to make.
Who was the person in all caps talking in Rand's head twice?
I believe
Once
that was
in the Eye of the World, and once in
I
the
think
last
that
one.
was. I don't think that was anyone talking in his head. I think he was hearing all the things that happened from the very first time again. I think we were just overlapping. He was coming back to the beginning.
Oh
And
shit!
So
I don't know what
the creator has not talked to Rand then?
no, I think he heard everything from the previous creator. I don't think that they were talking to him. I think he was hearing it. And I even think I know when that was. It's crazy, but I think that he was hearing it.
Does it? Yeah.
And
One time it's like not now, or he's like, yeah, go ahead, go for it. I don't
yeah,
remember, but it was that Shire goal. But the first
I think
time was when he's like, this isn't it, or something after he beats when he goes into Telerandraut and beats Agonor, I think it was, or something.
yeah.
Balthamol.
So I mean, I think it's all starting all over again. So many reasons why, and
Then
so
what
many
was
things
Luce
that have
Theron?
another soul, just like you know, all the other dragons that came through.
He was not
Um,
a creator, though.
no, I don't think he was a creator. No, he was.
No, he's a huge failure, bro. He's like on
Yeah,
emo.
I don't think he was a
Okay.
creator at all.
I'm just checking. I'm just.
I know,
asking.
he wasn't raised right, Dan. Luce Theron
In
wasn't raised
fact,
right.
Luce
Blame his
Theron.
IEL nannies.
If you look at it this way, Luce Theron may be the ultimate false dragon.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
You know?
All right. Well, let's save that for another show. Hey, everyone!
That's
Thank you
fantastic.
for sticking with us through this discussion of free will and the wheel of time. I
The next time,
believe.
go ahead.
I believe we just used this article as like a springboard for our own discussions. The article is more nuanced. Feel free to look it up yourself. It's Kenneth Silver, A World Without Shai'tan, and it is in the Wheel of Time and Philosophy books. This is what we're discussing for the next couple of weeks until we finish the books. Thank you for joining us. Jansen, do you have anything to promote before you leave?
Not right now. It's that Christmas time, and having a good time with my mom here, celebrating some time with me in Los Angeles. It's been nice.
Nice. You didn't get washed away, I take it.
Oh yeah, no, she's here too.
No, washed away. The rains.
Oh yes, we are washed away.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Next week we are talking about chapter 7. It is entitled Revelations from Ruidian, Messianism and Philosophy of History in the Wheel of Time. We're getting into Ruidian, guys. We're getting into history philosophy. I love it.
All right.
Well, next time we'll see you also. It'll be 2026. So let me just say thank you for an amazing 2025. I really am so honored and thrilled by the people that show up in chat and help support us by just doing comments and stuff. You really drive us. Thank you. And we're going to try to keep going strong through the next year. So your support really is important and appreciated. We love you and we're proud of you. And yeah, if you feel like buying a t-shirt or something, there's a shop down below and stuff like that.
All right, hey everyone, run for your lives. This is the way to leave.